Hey folks, welcome back to Creative Radiation. Military is the defensive and offensive frontiers of the nations. The military, consisting of the Army, Navy, Marines, Coast Guard, and Air Force, and also known as the Armed Forces, are forces authorized to use lethal and/or deadly force, and weapons, to support the interests of the state and some or all of its citizens. The defense and security of ideological and geographical boundaries is the obligation of and a key concern to an army of the country. The social, economic, strategic, internal and external interests and securities are also controlled by the group known as military. Here are top 10 strongest military power in the world. Turkey ranks number 10 with $18.2 billion of budget. 425,500 active military personnel. 3,778 total tanks. 1,007 total aircrafts. 194 naval strength. 0 aircraft carriers. Turkey's military is mighty in numbers, more than the militaries of France and the UK combined, but their equipment and training are not as top-notch, but respectable and fully compatible with NATO. Japan ranks number 9 with $41.6 billion of budget. 250,000 active military personnel. 678 total tanks. 1,613 total aircrafts. 131 naval strength. 3 aircraft carriers. Even though Japan has officially denounced its right to declare war, it maintains a modern military that is extremely well equipped. Germany ranks number 8 with $40.2 billion of budget. 180,000 active military personnel. 408 total tanks. 676 total aircrafts. 81 naval strength. 0 aircraft carriers. Germany is one of the strongest economic forces in the world, but the army's condition seems to have deteriorated in the past few years. Germany does not have an aircraft carrier and has relatively few submarines, which lowered its ranking. Italy ranks number 7 with $34 billion of budget. 320,000 active military personnel. 586 total tanks. 785 total aircrafts. 179 naval strength. 2 aircraft carriers. Italian forces have gotten much better in the last few decades. Their military placed highly on the report due to the country's possession of 2 active aircraft carriers. These carriers, in addition to the country's relatively large submarine and attack helicopter fleets, drastically boosted Italy's ranking. United Kingdom ranks number 6 with $60.5 billion of budget. 146,980 active frontline personnel. 407 total tanks. 879 total aircrafts. 76 naval strength. 2 aircraft carriers. The British military remains one of the most well-funded and well-trained forces in the world. Their manpower might be comparatively low, but the quality is high with very good equipment at their disposal. France ranks number 5 with $62.3 billion of budget. 205,000 active military personnel. 423 total tanks. 1,282 total aircrafts. 118 naval strength. 4 aircraft carriers. The French have always been told by the British that they are weak, but the reality is the modern French military is larger and more capable than Britain. India ranks number 4 with $50 billion of budget. 1,325,000 active military personnel. 6,464 total tanks. 2,086 total aircrafts. 295 naval strength. 2 aircraft carriers. India has successfully emerged as a major military power in the last 2 decades and has recently overtaken China as the fastest-growing major economy in the world. India now has access to nearly the entire universe of military technology. China ranks number 3 with $216 billion of budget. 2,335,000 active military personnel, 9,150 total tanks, 5,048 total aircrafts, 714 naval strength, 1 aircraft carriers. The Chinese economy is second only to the United States, and their military capabilities are growing at a shocking speed. In terms of raw manpower, it's the largest military in the world. It also has the second largest tank fleet behind Russia and the second largest submarine fleet behind the US. Russia ranks number 2 with $84.5 billion of budget, 766,055 active military personnel, 15,398 total tanks, 4,498 total aircrafts, 352 naval strength, 1 aircraft carriers. Russia comes in at second mostly because they possess the most number of tanks as well as nuclear warheads in the world. 15,000 tanks and 8,500 nuclear weapons to be specific. United States number 1 with $601 billion of budget, 1,477,896 active military personnel, 8,848 total tanks, 15,293 total aircrafts, 290 naval strength, 10 aircraft carriers, possession of over 7,000 nuclear weapons, 13,000 weaponized aircraft, and a spending of over $600 billion a year on defense makes the US the world's undisputed leader in terms of military strength. Thanks for watching the video. Please don't forget to subscribe, share and comment.